1. What's up, everybody? A little late. I had to let this news digest, okay? This is big, okay? This is huge. So Microsoft buys Bethesda. Pretty big play. Then they buy Activision. Real big play. So Sony answers this by turning around and taking Xbox's #1 franchise and snatching the carpet right out from under them. They took Master Chief from us. Like, is that not like a chess move? You know what I mean? The shit's chess, it ain't checkers. They take the Master Chief, they take Xbox's flagship franchise, snatch it right from them. Xbox, oh, I'm taking Call of Duty. Sony says, oh yeah? Well, guess what? We're taking Halo from you. Halo Infinite. How much did we like that game? Guess what? Now it's a PlayStation 5 exclusive. What are we supposed to do with this information? Huh? And all the people who were saying it's bad, oh, Microsoft buying up all these companies, that's bad. But now that Sony does it, it's real good. Dude, I don't even know what to do about this. Halo Infinite. I got the Halo Elite 2 limited edition controller. And now I don't even have Halo on my damn Xbox Series X? Explain this to me.
Did you forget that Bungie didn't make it and 343 made the games?
Bungie made Halo. Bungie made Halo. Without Halo, did you watch that Xbox documentary? Remember that Xbox documentary we watched? Without Halo, there's no Xbox. That's Bungie. That's all Bungie, baby boy. And guess what? The rights of Halo are owned by Bungie, not Microsoft. Bungie has the rights to Halo. So they can make a Halo 6, or they can put Halo 5, for instance, on PS5. They can make Halo 6. Well, actually, you know what? I think that's like because it's Microsoft. They can make a Halo 6 or just reboot the franchise altogether. Boom. PlayStation exclusive. Talk to me.
First off, to me, I don't think that's a reasonable claim. Unless it was already taken off to start off with. I know that Bungie owns the property. But at the same time, Bungie has attributed nothing to the creation of Halo 4, nothing to the creation of Halo 5, and Infinite. Yes, sure, it's derived from the story, obviously, but Halo 4, like, it is often criticized for it. Same thing with Halo 5, about it, like, focused too much on story and less on gameplay, and that's some, like, 343 really tried to expand the story, sometimes not in the right ways. I think, actually, most of the time, not in the right ways. For instance, Halo Infinite's campaign, the story.
Hey, I'm kidding. I'm messing with you.
I kind of figured because that didn't make any sense.
Bungie doesn't own Halo. Microsoft does. I figured I'd just try to clown you a little bit.
What, did you think I fell for it?
It kind of looked like you did for a second there.
I didn't, because it's like, it didn't make any sense. You can't take the exclusive Halo from Xbox.
Yeah, no, that's all Xbox. 343 is now the daddy of Halo. But it's like Bungie's got like 3 sugar daddies now. It's like Bungie always needs somebody there funding their little organization. First it was Microsoft, then it was Activision, now we got Sony taking the reins. And for me personally, Destiny 2, trash. Look, if you enjoy Destiny, that's cool. But I found out Destiny a long time ago. It's late at night, I'm sitting there grinding for chests, grinding the Iron Banner for like this limited armor. I was about to say limited edition. It's like something that you can only get through the Iron Banner. I like played all night long. I said never again. Everything you do in that game is designed very strategically to keep you playing their bullshit game. It's not about quality. It's not about like a game like God of War where you start the character and then you get all these upgrades, the stories progress. No, it's just Go to this shooting gallery, shoot this bullet sponge. Go to the next shooting gallery, shoot this bullet sponge. That's after you go and get your bounties, after you get your special quests, shooting the most boring enemies in the world, recycled garbage. Destiny 2, dude, is trash. Your thoughts, Bungie acquisition.
You said that you put my messages on Twitter and crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said I'd slap Sony around a bit. Yeah,
Right.
like this whole acquisitions, like they tried to respond and retaliate. Look, Xbox, Microsoft, they're doing pretty douchey moves. This is like buying companies and crap like this.
Whoa! So like, you agree? You agree that it's you feel like it's kind of like a dick move what Microsoft's doing?
Yeah, it's for a business standpoint. No, it's not. It's all about money, and if you get Activision, and let's say that COD comes out and gets an explosion, and then CODs keep coming out exclusive on the Xbox, dude, they get so much profit from that.
But do you think it'll be exclusive? I mean, think about it.
No, not really.
Half the COD fan base, player base, is on PlayStation. Like, people always say, you don't acquire these studios to make it a multi-platform game. And I say, when half your user base is on the other console, you absolutely keep it multi-platform. It don't make no sense to cut off half your profits. Well, yeah, but you want more people to come. Yeah, you do, but at the same time, it's like that half the fan base. That ain't some small number. You know what I mean?
At the same time, Microsoft also paid $70 billion for this acquisition. You don't think that they're still paying them like a crazy amount to stay and keep making the games? Microsoft probably has like a freaking endless pool of money right now.
They do. They absolutely do.
And that's probably what it is.
Sony bought Bungie, I think, for $2 billion. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so Phil Spencer's probably sitting down looking at his phone. You know, 7-point-something billion for Bethesda. 70 billion for Activision. He probably seen it and was like, "Oh, that's cute. They got our leftovers." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are your? I didn't mean to cut you off. Continue with what you think about this acquisition.
I feel like it was definitely a douchey move. Xbox is not like. So far, this is talentless. They're not releasing anything. They're just stealing, pretty much. So, it's definitely douchey. But in the end, it is for business, and I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And Sony, I feel bad. They're definitely reaching at this point. I feel like if Xbox can just keep buying companies, and there's nothing left to buy, Sony can't retaliate. They can only stay on for so long before Microsoft buys them. Like
that won't happen. That won't happen. They don't have the money for that.
It's almost like a corruption, and Xbox is spreading, just taking over more and more companies. All these established game developers. $70 billion acquisition here. 80 billion here. It's like a plague. Just spreading.
Like the Chimera virus in the Resistance series, yeah.
And I don't think, it's like Sony, I feel like, is just getting pushed under this tidal wave, and they're just trying to hold out. It's like they're buying Bungie and then stuff like that. It's like, I feel like Sony's screwed. If Xbox can just keep buying and spreading, then I don't know what Sony's supposed to do.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Here's what you got to remember about Sony. Okay, and you know I like to hate on Sony and you know talk shit here and there, but here's what you got to remember. Number one, I heard that this business deal with Bungie has been in the works. I also hear Bungie's been working on a new IP. Maybe Sony saw this behind closed doors. So we know Bungie's a good developer. Okay, I just don't like Destiny. So let's say Bungie has a new IP and they release it exclusive to PlayStation. That's a big win. Or maybe they use Destiny and the new IP to kind of negotiate with Microsoft. Be like, look, we'll keep our game on your system as long as you put COD on ours. You know, so it could be something like that. Or who knows? Maybe they're all going to keep it multi-platform. There's no telling. But here's what you got to remember about Sony. Number one, the PlayStation 5 is still outselling the Xbox. It's still outselling it. Say what you will about Sony. I know you're not interested in a lot of their exclusives, but you've seen the graphics on God of War. You've seen me playing on PC.
Uncharted 4?
Uncharted 4. I just fired it up. Uncharted 4 remastered on PS5. This is an old game. I think like 4 or 5 years old. Talk to me.
I admitted right there when I saw Uncharted 4's graphics, and then you telling me it looks the exact same, minus the frame rate on the PS4 Pro. Sony, like I already said, crapping on Xbox. Xbox, like right now, is pretty talentless. Sony?
This is an Xbox guy.
Sony? Like, they're impressive, man. Like
graphically, absolutely.
Look at God of War.
I know.
Look at Uncharted 4 on freaking PS5. It's crazy. This is like how old? Like almost 5 years?
I don't know. I don't know how old it is. Google the release date.
2016.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's 6 years old. 2016, man. It's a 6-year-old game. Think about it. That's Naughty Dog. And I know, we both feel some type of way about The Last of Us 2. Graphically, gameplay-wise, dude, it's spectacular. The level of quality Sony brings with its exclusives. Listen, it can't be denied. I'm an Xbox guy. He's an Xbox guy. It can't be denied. Xbox isn't showing anything that's anywhere close to the caliber of God of War. I'm looking at God of War on PC. On the PS5 even. I'm just awe-stricken every time. God of War came out in what, 2018? It's like, dude, these games are just freaking masterpieces. Well, they're graphical showcase storyboards. No, they're not. The gameplay is phenomenal in them. And I think, that's why I don't think Sony needs a subscription model. It's like Sony's seeing Microsoft making these moves. I don't think they need to do it. I don't think you need to go to a subscription service. I think keep your shit the way you're keeping it. Horizon Forbidden West. Dude, I got no desire to play as a redheaded female that's all dressed up in dumpster clothing. I just don't care. But graphically, have you seen the detail on the robots? Where is the games like that for Xbox? Master Chief Collection, or Master Chief Collection is good. We've been playing a lot of that. Infinite was amazing gameplay-wise, but graphically, were we blown away?
I did like graphic. I did graphic.
I like the graphics, but were you blown away?
No.
Do you look at the graphics the way you look at God of War and like, oh my gosh.
No.
I'm not screenshotting left and right on Halo Infinite. I'm just doing headshots. You know what I mean? Enjoying the gameplay. I like the aesthetic. I like the guns. Love the sound effects. But graphically, it's okay.
Yeah, and then looking at Uncharted 4, it's literally a movie.
Dude.
Like the characters' facial animations, it's like Sony's a little out of our league and like exclusive making when it comes down to stuff like this.
yeah, for sure. And so, as far as the Destiny acquisition, we got way off topic. As far as the Bungie acquisition, I don't care. If they launch a new IP and it becomes exclusive to PlayStation, I think that's a big win because we all know Bungie brings it when it comes to first-person shooters. Their gameplay can't be denied. Graphically, they're spectacular. Destiny 2 on my PC is probably one of the most optimized games I've ever seen. Graphically, it looks phenomenal. So I know they'll bring it. I just hate the whole grinding aspect of games. I really hate games that don't respect my time. I got zero tolerance for nowadays. But so I'm kind of where I'm at on the Activision acquisition. I just don't care. And it's like, again, we're not going to start seeing any kind of benefits, any kind of fruit from this for years. You know what I mean? At least that's what I think, unless they are working on a new IP and it's going to be out like next year or the year after that. Final thoughts. Let's wrap it.
Yeah, like the whole buying a Bungie and crap like that. Like you said, if they start a new IP and it turns out good, yeah, that's a big win for them. But if they release another Destiny, that's just good.
Sure.
They pretty much just flushed money down the toilet.
Well, no, Destiny's still a huge franchise. People still play that game. A lot of people. It's just not for you and me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my guy Vic said, whereas the Activision acquisition's concerned, Bethesda acquisition's concerned, Bungie acquisition, none of these acquisitions matter at the end of the day if you own multiple consoles like me. I own the PS5, the Xbox Series X. At the end of the day, I was going to be playing these games anyway, so it doesn't matter. The only way this becomes a win is if Microsoft and Sony makes these IPs better. You know, like they take Call of Duty and they stop releasing annually. And they say, okay, Activision, take 2 years. Okay, let's hold off on COD. Let's revive another franchise. A Prototype 2, thank you. You know what I mean? Prototype 3, bring it on. Radical, I believe that was the developer. Love Prototype 2, love Prototype 1. But I'd love to see a new IP from Bungie. I think that would be awesome. Destiny 2's their baby. Like the Witch Queen's coming out on PS5. It's $100. Like what? It's a free-to-play game. This expansion's $100. Now you can get just the Witch Queen, I think, for like $40. But they got like some elite bundle. It's $100. It's just like, man, these game companies are just absurd. But anyways, that all you got?
Yeah.
That's all I got. I'll holler at you guys. What do you think? Are you super hyped about the acquisition? You think this was a big, big move from Sony? All right, we'll holler at you later. Long video.